Jay. No. No. Not now. Listen, the trip was well worth it, but I'm getting ready to go live to tape. I have to address this. Everybody else is sitting back on their ass. Yeah. Good. Then Avi will never see it coming. All right, listen. I'm not on yet. Don't imitate me like Ralph Cramden. I'll see you tonight on Making Waves. Make sure you're in the chat. All right. I gotta go. Unbelievable. Welcome back, fans. Welcome back, WWAB Network. It's your old buddy, the GOC Kirkland Esquire, or as I say, the Guardian of Chaos, Big Daddy. And I tell it like it is. I'll say that to say this. Every Saturday night, live, Avi Klein presents the 64-person single elimination bracket-style tournament. And you know what's coming up this Saturday? For everyone out there that's watching on all social media platforms, whether it be Facebook, whether it be Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, it really doesn't matter where you're watching because I know that you are. What is coming up? Round 1, night 3, to determine who's going to be the green host tournament. There's been a lot of people that have been eliminated. A lot of people personally that have been fired. Cut out. Finito. A lot of people walked off. A lot of people decided they'd want to get back in the ring instead of compete or go off on their own. I don't know what's happened. I can only speak for me. So what I'm here to do for you fans, and hold on now, because I'm on all other social media platforms, and I'm going to hop right over. We're going to start off serious and solemn here, down in the bunker, 20 feet below the surface of the earth, as I bring you the preview of what's coming up this Saturday night live on the Green Room. Don't you dare miss it. We're hopping over at YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Stand by. All right, everyone, welcome back. This is an early show because we're always burning the midnight oil into the sunrise and the dust and the mist that comes up with the day. Listen, not a day goes by that there's not sunlight. I don't know what this saying is. I'm just glad that you're here because we're going to review night 3 that's coming up, and it's called, and it's out there. If you do your research and your due diligence, Mystery Night. What is going to happen this Saturday night? It's going to be at a special time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And as I always say, in the other time zones, you're going to have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not here for that. We're less than 48 hours away, or around there, from Mystery Night, the Green Room. So that's what we're going to be here for. This is going to be a short clip, not the usual last review show from night 2, well, where I tied up 1-1 against Pinocchio Joe. But we're not here to talk about that. That's another story for another time when I come back into the Green Room. I'm multi-purpose. I'm here to give you the rub that puts you over. I'm here to talk about what I want to watch if I was a fan, if I wasn't involved, and even when I'm involved. How could you not want to watch the Green Room? Stars and people from all walks of life, of film, TV, entertainment, sports, pro wrestling, theater, thespians. I could go on and on. Sponsors, former co-hosts, your average person, if you will, you, the fans. And I appreciate all of you. 2 Saturdays in a row, you voted me in. Even though it's 1-1, you voted in chaos. And I'm back from my short little jaunt down here in the bunker, ready to, listen, get excited and pumped up for night 3, Mystery Night. Have you seen the videos on Facebook? Are you commenting? Are you seeing what's going on out there? Because I know that I am. So once I get through this opening monologue, I want to pay a special tribute. So I want you fans to stick around, stay here. By the time I post this today, And then you'll be ready for Making Waves with Don Morocco tonight and Avi Klein. And you're not going to want to miss that. That's one of the several shows on this lineup. But we'll definitely be touching on the lineup of the WWAB network. So I'm just happy that you're here with the Guardian of Chaos. So with that being said, we lowered the distraction. We talked about Mystery Night. Kick back. Have some lunch, maybe take a late lunch or an early dinner, as we say, before we hit the beach. Put on your sunblock. You know, it's summertime. And listen, it's 80 degrees out. Look. Good vibes from the GOC. Good vibes, man. Good vibes. So take a deep breath. I'm glad you're with me. That's again... And that was meant with irony right there as far as the chain falling off. As a short opening monologue. I'm going to get into a shoot here. Let me take a quick deep breath here. Let me have some water. Let me hydrate because it's a little emotional. I'm just going to throw it out there. And this is kind of a shoot. And then we'll get back onto what we're talking about. But this has to be recognized because it's happening currently today where I live, and it affects a lot of people in the WWAB network and people in this competition and people in life in general about what I'm about to salute and take a moment of silence for. So I'll tone it down and be real here and just be me for a second, which you really get to see. Within the last couple of days here in the Northeast, the state of Connecticut to be exact, we have a fallen New Haven firefighter killed in the house fire in one Ricardo Torres Jr. I didn't know the young man personally, but my family did, and he certainly has affected the community around here and the community around the Northeast of all the brothers and the firefighters and all those of the fallen, of the first responders, whether it be military, law enforcement. You fans know how important that is to people like Paul Roma and Avi Klein on maintaining the truth, the Patriot Del Wilkes, Bill DeMott, Glacier Ray Lloyd, Duke the Dumpster Drosy, Don Morocco. You know how it touches the soul. Ken Patera, Avi Klein himself, you know how it touches the soul and all the different segments and people that come on in that capacity. And we honor the common man because that's who we are. We're all the common man. So this young man had a huge impact and as I said, was killed in a house fire here in the area. And I just want to take a moment of silence for all the first responders. Shannon Revelle, personally, you as well, my friend from down under. I don't know you personally either, but I feel like I know you. And to everyone out there, family and friends, and if we can just take a moment of silence for the true heroes of this country and what the WWAB podcast, not to make this into a PSA, this is a shoot of what it's really all about and what they talk about 7 nights a week. So a moment of silence, please, and even from me. I get it. For fallen New Haven firefighter killed this past week in one Ricardo Torres Jr. Ricardo Torres Jr. Amen. Thank you, fans. We don't usually bring that to you because we're about entertainment, but reality is always right there, and I realize this is our escape, but give me a quick second, and we'll come back. Ricardo Torres Jr., God bless, Godspeed, and thank you for your family and friends. All right, let's get back, fans. We're coming up on almost 10 minutes in. I believe this is show 3 or 4 or 5. I don't know. You know what Bully Ray said to the Guardian of Chaos back when I was in the industry? Give the Guardian of Chaos 7 spots and he'll screw up 6 of them. I consider that a compliment. Listen, it's not all about wrestling. Hey, listen, it could be about Pro Wrestling Illustrated. It could be about wrestling. But listen, it doesn't have to be. It could be about a true passion and things in the green room. Listen, it could be about The Sopranos. It could be, I don't think I'm violating any rights here, but Avi, am I right? A question for everyone out there. If you had to be one soprano, there you see all the Sopranos. You see Tony, Gandolfini, and you see a Big Pussy and Little Pussy and Paulie Walnuts and, all the different, Michael Imperioli there, Van Zant, where's Bobby Bacala? Where's Sharippa? Who would you be? Who would you be in this picture? I don't know. I don't know. I'm a cross between Tony, Bacala, Big Pussy, and Van Zant. The Van Zant. The name's slipping me. Let me get on to the green room tournament. That's not what I'm here for. Night 3, round 1. So we're going to try to keep this at about a half an hour. If I go to 45 minutes, you're going to like it anyway because this is what you would get. We already know what's going on with a lot of different people who have moved on into round 2. We've talked about Stephen Lee. We've talked about being rock blocked by Rock Richards. We've talked about Davis Jubilee, who was supposedly golfing, I don't know, maybe at the Travelers with Pete from Sharpie. There's been a lot of things that have been going on in the green room, and that's why you're going to want to tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Saturday night live. Even though I'm not on it, tune in because where else would you be? Days of Our Lives and the old SNL. That's what it's all about. Okay, so you could say General Hospital and Second City Television. I'm not mad at you, but listen, technically, we don't go against the boss, Days of Our Lives in SNL. So you're not going to want to miss it. Where else would you be at 8 o'clock live? I don't know where you would be. I don't know what to tell you. Where else would you be right now before making waves? Mahalo, bro. Mahalo, Avi. Okay, so as I said, this Saturday night, a mystery night. You're not going to want to miss it. And if you haven't, on Avi's page, and what do I have to type it out for you? If we were on a keyboard, this is what the Guardian of Chaos does down here for entertainment. If we were on a keyboard right now and I was to tell you not only just to go to Facebook or Twitch and type in Avi Klein, or any one of the podcast hosts of the big shows, it's streaming live on 37 different pages, not including the big boys of the WWAB network. I mean, over 1.5 million people are watching this live. Well, I'm not here to sell anything to anybody. I'm just stating the facts. The facts don't lie. The numbers don't lie. The video montage that Avi has put out on his page, and again, if I was typing it, it would be https://www.facebook.com/Avi, AVI, Klein, KLEIN.338 either with or without the backslash, and that would take you on Facebook right to Avi Klein. Who else would break it down to you like that? I'm not on a train station. Wait, I'm back here at the bunker. So the video montage and whoever the group is and whoever's putting it together is just unbelievable. And I'll say that to say this, because I tell it like it is. It's funny that I did notice this, and again, I'll move on and we'll cover this. Talk about irony, and I said it earlier in a different way, and this is in another way. Avi mentions, and I noticed this in the promo, the irony of, he says, when the chaos began. Now, we all know when the chaos began, September 12th, 2020. I don't like when people say 2019. I'm sorry, 2019, 2020, 2021. It's 2021. Okay, once we got past it actually was 2010, 2011. Once we got past 2000, tomato, potato, patata. It's 2021, not 2021. Come on, that's just me. But the video montage and the producers are unbelievable. The chaos began. I was there from the beginning, Avi Klein. As a fan, yes, I'm a mark. I admit it. Okay, everybody around here thinks they're holier than thou. Who's better than who? Who's not this? Who's trying to be? I'm a mark. Okay, I admit it. It's okay. It doesn't matter, right? Who did I sound like there? Well, who was that imitating? Let me know in the comments. And again, comment, share, leave a comment, subscribe, whatever it is that you do. Yeah, repost, the tweet. I don't know, hit the like button. Do whatever it is that you're supposed to do, that you know that you're doing. Hey, even hit the thumbs down, the algorithm. I'm just saying, even like in the algorithm, let me tone it down. We don't want to get too crazy. Although I have to be true to myself, right? Don't I have to be true to myself and my character? On this platform. On this... Okay. Mystery Night. Allergies. Anybody else have allergies? I've heard a lot of people talking about allergies. Man, I could feel it today. The last bunch of days have been gorgeous, beautiful, and I appreciate every day. Oh, boy, I got to tell you. Sending light and prayers to everyone. Oh, boy, I'll tell you. So here we go. Then Avi hits the reset. He talks about all these different things, verbal attacks, physical attacks, lost relationships, firings, sponsors, all the different things that have happened here and attacks that have happened here in the green room before he and Pete hit the great reset. Again, if you've been paying attention and going along, this is night 3. Where were you the first 2 nights? Go back and check out the past episodes to the first 2 nights. I believe it started May 8th was night 1. May 15th was night 2. May 22nd is night 3 this Saturday night. Well, I was on 2 out of the first 3 nights. 2 out of 3 isn't bad, right? Didn't I mention that with Meatloaf? Did you see me singing? Did you watch all the way through the hour and 45 minutes that I sacrificed for you, the fans who love me, and for the WWAB network and all the other competitors? Do you realize the work that I put in for you? Christmas. Oh, wait. No, we're coming up on the 4th of July. What are you talking about? It's just an expression because I didn't want to say the actual word. You guys got that, right? So, again, the video montage is unbelievable. So, kudos out to that. We're going to make this short. Let's move on. Again, I already said it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Here's the lineup. Again, in any business of sports, entertainment, pro wrestling, whatever it is, film, movie, theater, the card is always subject to change. So, when you get the program, when you get the guide, and you see the flyer, just know that sometimes things don't work out. And that's just how it goes. You're going to see. Here's, to me, besides it being mystery of you never know who's going to show up. Hey, listen. Mystery night, and we'll start off and we'll make that theme here. And we'll get on to the review from down here, or actually the preview. I know I always say review, review, but this is actually a preview of night 3. We don't know who's going to show up for Mystery Night. No one knows. Avi is tighter than a crab's ass. I've already used that one before. And picture how tight that is. Does it get any tighter? Well, I don't know. You come up with something better yourself. So here who I think of people that have been mentioned in clues, and if you do your research and you've been paying attention like I have, who could potentially show up. Again, card subject to change, lineup subject to change. We know who's going to be here for sure, and we're going to run it down. We know that the legend and the man saving lives and a man I respect and a guy who has supported me and I support him until we cross paths, Duke. El Duque. El Duque. But I love you right now, bro. Mutual respect here. Same here. Listen, what do you use? What do you use? Maybe we could trade tips. I'm there for you, Duke. But that's neither here nor there. We'll talk about Duke the Dumpster Drosy, one hell of a man, a guy I respect, all kidding aside, against another guy who I've learned to respect because of his pure entertainment and commitment to excellence. And that would be one of the Baldwins. I don't know, Billy Baldwin, Alec Baldwin. I don't got the head of a lettuce. I don't know. Rich Mazzotti, Hollywood, if you will. And I'm not going to get onto the whole thing between Duke and Rich, a poopy baby diaper boy changer, because I get it. Rich got a kid. I got a granddaughter. I feel your pain, man. So that's between you two. There's a lot of history. They go back to the Pussycat, the Alley Cat, the Big Pussy. I don't know what it was. 21 years ago, I wasn't there. In 1999, I was behind the walls and traveling all over the country like a lunatic. I don't know. But I'm looking forward to that because I found Rich to be intellectually challenging. Rich Masadi, I mean, I got off onto the mystery night, and we'll get onto that and the people that I think that I've been. But since we're rolling here 20 minutes in, Rich Masadi is extremely talented. Not only does he have nice hair, so he looks like one of the bald ones. I said that. It's getting old. I'll come up with something different. And you see that Duke has been laid back and chilled like only Duke can. Hey, listen, he runs like, what, 3 podcasts. He's a spokesperson for the WWAB. Who's cooler than Mike Duke, the Dumpster Drosy? I told you I broke bread with the guy. I mean, so the two of us got large domes. So what does that mean? Mike is an unbelievable guy. I saw him at Q&As. I've seen shoot videos. He shows up at all these different conventions and signings. You know why? Because he's still relevant in what he talks about and what he does for people today. And people want to see Drosy. They want to see him, Rich. I've checked out your social media stuff, Rich. I've sat in live on a couple of your shows, remember? Don't think I'm not watching. I'm watching, and if I don't, I'll go back and search it and watch it. So I've been watching you, Rich. You know, we're connected here and there. I don't always make comments. Everybody wants to get together. Let's go out and have dinner. Let's go out and have cocktails. We should all get together. Let's start a little networking over my dead body. Are you kidding me? I've been thrown out of worse places than the best places you guys ever been. I've been all over the world. Those days are over. You know where I go? To the bunker. I go to the studio. I go and put my time in. So Rich and everybody else and JC Purina and all you other people, Rock Block and Mindy McKinney, all you other people, Eric and all that, I respect all yous. Go ahead, jump in, go. When this competition is over, like I said, you'll be sitting back and all of you will be watching me. Because while you want to be kumbaya, I'm kissing my babies and you're all so good and we're all cheering for you. You know where I'll be? I'll be making the real coin, and I'll be on Saturday Night Live. And that's not underestimating any of you. Hey, listen, Rock has moved on. Jubilee has moved on. Stephen Lee has moved on. I get it. This one's up 1-0. This one's tied. I understand. This one's a household name. But you guys just, kumbaya? Get lost. Change the channel. This is what you get. This is what I do 7 days a week. Or this is what I want to do 7 days a week. But to be on that Saturday night platform? Come on. Wake up and smell the coffee, as I always say. Let's get back on. So Rich, Duke, Rich is up 1-0. He has surprised and caught everybody off guard. That's why I have to give Rich a lot of credit. Even though he's willing to show that sweater that he wears, his areolas, he's willing to show all that stuff live. He did it from a bathtub. Who else does it like that? Reminds me of different people that have done vignettes from all over the place. He's creative. You got to give him credit. Give him a lot of credit, just like I said to all the people that I'm not going to talk about tonight, all the different competitors, whether it be Maria, Miranda, Jessica, James. You talk about the Murder Hornet. You talk about all the different guys that are out there, Rich Masadi. Listen, you're all worthy competitors, even you, JC Farina. But JC, before you start throwing things at people, aren't you out of the tournament? Didn't you drop out? Aren't you supposed to be in Minnesota, or did Ken Patera kick your ass already and you're back? You know, out of the results from night 2. Are you even in this tournament, JC Purina? I'm just using Ken Patera. Listen, I like you, JC. I'm just using Ken Patera's words. So all the different competitors, I respect all of you. You're all working very hard. You're all very good. Hey, listen, look at what David Holliday and Jamie Sparling did. They really stepped it up in the main event of night 2, did they not? Jamie Sparling, David Holliday, they brought it. They set the bar high. I don't know what's going to happen with Howard and Sarge. I mean, who knows? Sarge was on Maintaining the Truth. Just the different reports that Jay Brony gave me. He told me Sarge was on last night. He told me, unbelievable stories and what he's got going on with Howard Collado. Howard's out training. He's hitting the road. But I'm jumping all over the place here. I want to talk about night 3. But those are all the different promos. If you're following this show, if you're following the green room and you know what's going on, these are all the different people and how chaotic, so to speak. That's right, Avi, I said it. Get out, clown. Get out, clown. I said it. How about... But if you're paying attention here, all jokes aside, all shtick aside, and sometimes it's not always shtick, man. But I get it. So all the different competitors are working hard to get... Rich is up 1-0. They've had a week off now. Now, listen, I didn't get that week off. I came back-to-back weeks, 2 weekends in a row, 2 Saturday Night Lives in a row, so if you will, against Pinocchio Joe. With all the outside distractions of Mickey Doyle and what Avi's trying to do. And what? I told you not now. I'm on the air. Not now. Anyway, a lot of different things came out of that. Okay, a lot of different stuff have come out of that. So let's get on back onto the task at hand. They've had a week off to come up with a lot of different things. It's a best of 3 series. So let's see what's going to happen. That's what's tuning in and worth the price of admission alone. Mike Duke, the Dumpster Drosy. Every Friday night on Road to Recovery. You're not going to want to miss his platform, Saving Lives, a guy that I consider, so he's from Tennessee. I like people from Tennessee. I've been to Pigeon Forge. I've been to Gatlinburg. I went to Lynchburg. I went all the way down to the J.D. factory, the Jack Daniels. And Lynchburg's a dry county. Listen, I went to Nashville. We went to the Grand Ole Opry. I love Tennessee, man. I want everybody out there on Road to Recovery and everyone that watches Duke, when you watch this, remember that. So... I believe, listen, let's not forget, he's got Taken Out the Trash. He's got another show, a sponsor. I believe Duke ties this up. No disrespect to Rich. You've been cocky. You've been arrogant. It was a huge upset to me. That's just my opinion, where I'm coming from. It's a personal opinion. It's on this channel. If you don't like it, you can change the channel. Listen, this is not authorized by anybody. This is not authorized by Avi Klein. This is not authorized by the WWAB network. This is not authorized by anybody but me. So remember that. So this is an impartial, objective view to put out there for you to consume about the hottest, fastest growing movement in the entertainment industry. I mean, you can't even come up with the words. And where do you know me, or when do you know me, this persona or character, not to come up with words? When? Where? You don't. So that's how the green room is and what's going on. And it really has gotten heated. A lot of things have happened, fans. That's why they call it May Madness. Look at this. We're coming up on almost 30 minutes already. And you see when Avi talks about it with all the great co-hosts that he have, how quickly this stuff goes by. When you get into it, you have the passion, you know what you're talking about, and you're professional. And you stick to the storyline. Let's get past the visual, which I know you all love, the pipe. That's what you're going to get. Mystery Night. Again, that's what I was talking about. But I got distracted because of the long-time relationship and all the different things that we were doing here between Rich and Duke. Again, I believe Duke will tie it up. This is going to go on. Fans, you're not going to want to miss this matchup. What I was talking about before, as we're coming up on a half an hour, I want to talk about the mystery opponents before I get on to the other matchups. Rich and Duke is going to be a huge highlight. I keep perseverating. Yes, I have live people here waving at me, getting ready to throw the flag in. Have something to drink. Have a cocktail, Wiener. Will you please? Could you sit back? Move back. Here's the people that Avi has had on the green room before and that he's connected, and all the connections of what Avi Klein has brought in entertainment. And this is when I say Mystery Night. And Avi put it out there himself through the montage of Mystery Night with all the question marks. Bill DeMott returns. Face Value every Tuesday at 5:30. Bill DeMott, the whole connection of who Bill DeMott is. Let's forget about Tough Enough and his career in WCW and WWE and how long he's been around in Japan and all over, and his career in the independents. Bill DeMott is a pro wrestling legend. Trainer of young men, young women, trainer of minds, a beautiful family man, the loss of an unbelievable family member, and what he has done with the Carrie Ann DeMott Foundation through his daughter. Listen, how could you question a guy like that when you see huge Bill DeMott brought to tears, who had brought me personally to tears many times on face value? So what he's doing and his job, much like a Duke the Dumpster Drosy, what they do for people in real life, forget about the characters and everything that's created and who they are and their personas, but what they do as real men and reaching out to the community, much like a Paul Roma and everyone else that's on this show, or Ray Lloyd with his students and the different people on this platform and what they do, Adele Wilkes and the people that he speaks to and the things that he speaks about. That's what you have got put together here on the WWAB network. And the folks that are coming in, whether it be a Kim Laurinaitis or it be a Mark Henry, who's already established as a Hall of Famer, this is what you get. The addition of the Olympian and Hall of Famer himself, of Ken Patera. And then, before I get on to the famous names, I know I say what I say and we go on because this is what it is. It's ad-lib, it's organic, it's unedited, it's raw, it's live to tape. We don't do any of that here. It's a one-man show. Don't need any guests. This is what you get for the information. All the different people that are being brought in. And then, yes, you, the common man, the fans that are able to exchange and how you make this run and you vote for people and you're involved. And Avi and Pete and the sponsors and no matter who it is, they stick to that. Where else do you get that? On this platform. Yeah, you have it over here and you have it over there, but do you have it on this platform, in this medium? I don't think that you do. So that's the difference, and that's what we're lucky and fortunate enough to be involved in here. And that's why the phone's ringing off the hook. Let's get. So these are the different people that have been brought in and what they're doing on that network and why the numbers are growing and there's over 1.5 million viewers. This is why. Scott William Winters, Peter Melman, William Defoe, Antonio Banderas, Sally Kirkland, Michael Winslow, Andrew Casase. Okay, you're not a nerd anymore. I get it. I get it, Andrew. I get it. Timothy Busfeld. Does it get any better? Numerous other people. I'm forgetting. I'm leaving out many, many, many names and names to come. That's what's special about this Saturday night and why I'm reviewing this. If you missed the preview show, the review show from night 2 and what happened around 1 and night 2, you're a fool. You missed it. It's an hour and 45 minutes packed out of a 4-hour show. If you missed that, go back and review it when you get a chance, whether it be over the weekend, whether it be before this Saturday night. You're not going to want to miss it. It's packed full of accurate information and broken down and entertainment like you get nowhere else, in addition to what Avi's putting out on a WWAB network. Remember that. Yeah, okay. What? So that's what I'm talking about, and this is what could happen, and what could happen for Bill DeMott potentially coming up on Saturday night. What Bill does, we talked about it. The Carrie Ann DeMott Foundation, what he did in the business, what he does as a man and a human being. He could face one of these people. It's not going to be your every man. Bill DeMott has earned that right. Like he said, now the competition starts. The names are coming out. And listen, and I'm not shortchanging anybody. I'd be shortchanging myself if I said that. But he's kind of right. The big names are coming out, man. I just laid them out there. We don't know what's going to happen on Mystery Night. So Bill DeMott will be there. Face value in full force and everything that comes along with him and that strong law enforcement background that he's supported by. It really is going to be a sight to behold. That's an honor of you, Bill. It's an honor of you, Bill DeMott. It'll be great to see you. Listen, I told Jay to say nice things about you online. I'm just telling you, Jay Brony. No, not JB. Wait. Let's move on to the task at hand. Face value every Tuesday night at 5 p.m., 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Bill DeMott. You're not going to want to miss it. Avi Klein, it's part of the double dip on Tuesdays. You're not going to want to miss it. We have another huge announcement as we're a little over 30 minutes in here, down in the bunker with the GOC. And I tell it like it is. I'll say that to say this about the next thing I'm about to say. Mark Henry. Do I really have to say anything else other than that? Do you have your head up your ass? Have you been living under a rock? Mark Henry, the Olympic strongman, sexual chocolate, if you will. Mark Henry, a world's strongest man, Olympian, unbelievable, two-time Olympic champion, WWE Hall of Famer. Put all that aside, a good family man, a guy that believes in what he says and says what he believes, legit. A new member to the WWAB podcast, Avi and Mark Henry will have their own show. It's been announced. We're waiting for it. Now, listen, hold on. We're waiting for it now. Avi, Mark, we're waiting for it now. Mark Henry is a part of the WWAB network. Busted Opens, Mark Henry. You know, Busted Open, David LaGreca, Bully Ray, Tommy Dreamer, Mark Henry, and whoever else they have over there. They got a whole bunch of people. Busted Open Radio is probably, if not the #1 rated show on Sirius XM. Oh, okay. So they're not like the Green Room, and they're not like the WWAB network, or what each one of these gentlemen do Monday through Sunday, or as Dell says, Sunday through Saturday. I mean, the numbers are there for themselves on this platform. There's nothing going on what Avi Klein's doing here in the WWAB. But we're talking Sirius XM and Busted Open Radio and Mark Henry. He's going to be there Saturday. Mark, the world's strongest slam. Again, I didn't want to go on and go crazy like this and get too... I'm going to say that to say this. Mark Henry, much like Bill DeMott, could go up against Peter Melman, William Dafoe, I don't know, Scott Williams, Winters, Sally Kirk, and Antonio Banderas. So was that more like a vampire? I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to do there. But these guys could potentially, these household names, living legends of their industry, could face another household name and living legend of their industry. Think about that. You get legend against legend from different industry and forms and walks of life and entertainment. That's what's happening. That's what's happening this Saturday night. I can't implore you enough. This is what else we have going on Saturday night, what Avi Klein has, all those different names. Again, I can't stress it enough, because not only will Bill be getting his first, finally, again, we've been talking about this for months, and finally, and again, if you haven't watched the last show on Avi Klein's, The Last Green Room, or any of Bill DeMott's shows on Face Value, any one of the shows across any one of the platforms, you see what Bill DeMott had to say about him feeling Avi got greedy and letting other people in, and you have to earn it, and this is a special group, and the wisdom and power and the platform that they have created. And they're right. They paved the way for all of us to be involved in this. He made a lot of sense there. And I don't know if that was real or a shoot. And that's what you get with guys like Bill DeMott and all the different hosts that Avi co-hosts with 7 nights a week. These guys are no joke, man. I don't know what you fans are thinking about, and the rest of you clowns in this competition. Did I say clowns? Get out, clown? Get out, clown? Or is it get out, Klein? That fits too. I don't want to be. I don't want to be distracted here. I don't want to be distracted. Too much stick. Not too much stick. I don't want enough of that. I want to be real. This is real. You get it. But it's. Let's not get crazy. So any one of those guys could face Bill DeMott, Mark Henry. But I want to get on to what. And then let's remember, because I believe, again, card subject to change. I believe there are 6 matchups this Saturday night. Not only do Bill DeMott and Mark Henry have their matchups against question marks, how ironic is that? I used that word 3 times already. Let's get away from it. Against maybe one of those stars or somebody new, because you never know. There's still over a dozen entrants that haven't been announced yet, and this is why it's Mystery Saturday. So not only those 2 household names, there's 2 other matchups that Avi hasn't announced yet. And one of these big stars and others is from all those different industries and walks of life that I have mentioned, that could be their Saturday night. You're not going to miss it. I'm predicting well over 1 million views and live viewers on Saturday night. That's what I'm predicting. And thank you to Fiorina. You're doing a lot of things behind the scenes, and believe me, it's recognized by the fans. Jay Brony tells me what's going on. I'm not out of the loop completely. MySpace, dial-up, I get it. I get it, but talent is talent. And none of that matters, because talent is talent. And we'll see that in the end. We'll see that in the end. This Saturday night, the different things that are going to be talked about. Again, here's another matchup that I want to get onto, because everybody gets their spotlight. Everybody gets their chance. It's a 64-person single elimination bracket-style tournament. Everybody is on their stage. Everybody's getting their cup of coffee, their 5 minutes, their 15 minutes that turns into a half an hour or another show or another weekend, or all the way to the end of the long, hot summer, as I always say, with the chaos on board. Everybody has their chance. You all have the opportunity and a chance right now to go as far as you want, or step aside to never be seen again. Go off and do something else. And if that happens, hey, God bless you. Just talking about what's happening. Here's 2 other people that are part of this tournament that are no one to be trifled with. And especially one Alex, who I see Jay Brony throw some support out for before. The so-called, this is where it's going to be a little PG with this matchup and what's going on, because I don't know what's going on with these guys. Listen, when I hear people say that they have to go number 1 or number 2 or you go both ways, that's what I figure. Did I get that backwards? When I hear people go both ways, I figure it's number 1 and number 2 at my age. That's what I'm saying. You see what I did there? But Alex, Dahlia Jubilee, Davis Jubilee's wife, what's going on here? They even admitted openly and outwardly on the green room that Alex said that Dahlia is his love interest. All of a sudden now, Alex he's gone from this flamboyant assistant. And listen, there's nothing wrong with flamboyance. Look behind me. Part of the GOC from back in the other industry. I got pink feathered boas, auburn, black. I'm not above it. Who am I to judge anybody? I'm nobody. Yeah. The guardian of chaos, Big Daddy. And I tell it like it is. So nothing against Alex. He was a flamboyant assistant. But like he said, assistants are the ones who work the hardest and get things done. Let's not ever underestimate the value of a good assistant and getting things done. Let's not ever underestimate that. And Alex makes a lot of points. He was always a guy that had a little bit of charisma, flamboyance about him, but he had the work ethic. And if you saw his latest promo, he's there in a nice suit, and he gets a little jiggy with it. Get jiggy with it. Alex showing off some talent. But what I find kind of crazy about all this whole star-crossed lovers thing and the relationship and a love interest, and I'll give him credit. Now he looks professional, but where are these guys going? Are they doing out their own private scene or their own love interest thing on the side at the expense of the green room and the other competitors? I don't know. Dahlia and her, all right, she's whatever age she is. She's a pistol. She's wouldn't be surprised she had a little rabbit jumping around somewhere in her bedroom, if you get the reference there. I'm just saying, she's nimble as a minx. I'm just saying, Dahlia, I mean, that'd be dope. To see Dahlia sit there and say, like the kids, that'd be dope. I almost vomited on myself. No offense, Dahlia. Hey, listen, you and Davis, you got your thing going on. Maybe you guys are swingers. I don't know. Maybe he likes that. I don't know. Has anybody got a pair of goggles or a magnifying glass or something? I'm not saying anything out of order that all the other fans haven't said and haven't thought about. But this is what's going on, and this is what's going to be happening on Mystery Night with all these famous people and unknown guests, and the return of Bill DeMott, and a special appearance by Mark Henry, and then the special grudge match by Duke the Dumpster Drosy and his longtime friend Rich Masati. Saturday's a stacked lineup. Who knows what Pete from Sharpie or Avi has planned for interviews or special guests, because that's the one thing about the green room. You never know who could show up. Ever. You just don't know, and that's why we all watch. That's why. Why do you think Jay watches every... Brony. Why do you think that I'll also be getting reports and getting live depending on where I'm going to be and traveling to and different things that I have to take care of? I'm a very busy man. I'm all over the place. So, but I don't miss anything. There's always replay. When nobody else is on and I'm burning the midnight oil or I'm up before, the crack of somebody's ass. Yeah, Avi, he shoots blanks. He shoots blanks. You're a funny guy. Kudos. Maybe someday we can get you. Well, I'm just going by what you said. I'm just going by what you said. But that's what I'm talking about of what's going to happen Saturday night. Let's not get on to anything else. Let's not lose focus because I've been accused of losing focus before. Oh, the Guardian of Chaos, you're talented. You're a good guy. GOC Kirkland Esquire, you got a chance in this tournament. You better hope you get past Pinocchio Joe. You notice I didn't mention him at all because I'm confident. I'm tied 1-1. I'm not here to talk about Pinocchio Joe. I got a little bit of time off. I've been doing whatever it is that I'm doing. You've been watching my promos and staying live and watching me on every different social media platform. You know what I'm up to and what I'm doing. But I don't put out everything. It's like the student and the teacher. You may think you're big, bad, strong, you know all the moves. But remember, you don't know everything. And there's always somebody out there that's got the drop on somebody. And there's one punch that you can't stop. Verbally or physically or spiritually or emotionally or mentally or in a competition like this, which is the punch you can't see. It doesn't matter if it's trivia. It doesn't matter if it's improvisation, impersonation. It doesn't matter if it's promos, debates, multiple choice. It doesn't matter what it is. And then obviously alluding on to the you can't get on and through this tournament and make it to like the Sweet 16 or the Elite 8 or whatever round it's going to be. The Final Four, where there's some sort of physical challenge. It is what it is. I'm prepared for all of it. So whatever the people are focused on in this tournament and what they think they're doing, I laugh at a lot of people. I really do. I'm not here to make this about me. We're well under an hour. We're at about 45 minutes. I wanted to come on here and update the fans about what I think is going to happen Saturday night and give you a product to watch. After you watch Don Morocco and Making Waves and before you watch Road to Recovery with Duke the Dumpster Drosy, I want you to watch this show because the most important shows are every Monday night, the world's strongest podcast with Ken Patera. Every Tuesday's the Double Dip with Breaking the Ice and Glacier Ray Lloyd, and he's healing up and he's back bigger and stronger than ever. Can't wait to see Breaking the Ice again because that's when I'm doing a lot of different things out on the road. I like listening to Ray Lloyd and Avi in the middle of the day. That's an unbelievable podcast that I think some people, yeah, they catch the replay, but it's the early worm that catches the bird. That's the phrase. And Breaking the Ice with Avi Klein and Ray Lloyd is a show that I believe that I think people are undervaluing, and that which leads me into what a great segue. The Double Dip on Tuesday nights, it's Face Value with Bill DeMott, and I already told you how I feel about Bill DeMott. He's in my house every Tuesday night, Bill DeMott, because of the man that he is and what he stands for as a person. And maybe someday we'll meet in the tournament. But that's neither here nor there. Bill's got a mystery opponent this weekend. He needs to worry about that. He doesn't seem to be worried. He seems to be more worried about the WWAB and OG versus OG. But even though I agree with him, I'm glad you're distracted, Bill DeMott. I'm glad you're worried about, Avi, it's changed and things are a little different now. And OG against OG, we let too many people in. We got all these clowns and people pulled back and they haven't earned it. They're not any inner circle. Good. I'm glad you feel that way. I'm glad. That's how all the big timers feel that way about the independents back in the day. Oh, wait. That's another scene for another time. We've all worked with the same people, just at different times in our life. Nobody's above anybody else, especially in this competition. So you got your hands full, funny man. I love you, Bill. I'm just saying. You got your hands full. I'm glad you're at my house every Tuesday night. I'm glad you are, man. Want me to make dinner? Bill, what's your favorite dish? I'll make dinner for you. Bring Mark Henry, bring Morocco. Listen, I let you guys in my house every Sunday night. Del Wilkes and I are hanging out. Just about every Friday, Road to Recovery, Duke and I are hanging out. On Thursdays, I'm always hanging and banging and making waves. On Wednesday, listen, there's not another place I'd rather be on a Wednesday night for someone maintaining the truth. Are you kidding me with Paul Roma? I hang out with Roma every week. This is great. Tuesdays, Ray Lloyd. Doesn't matter what time he's on. I like him in the afternoons, but I know he's there. Bill DeMott. We've already said it. I see you every Tuesday, whether you see me or not, Bill. I see you. And now Mondays, I get to hang out with Ken Patera. Back to when I was like a kid. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And then, of course, Saturdays, I get to hang out myself and have a lot of fun with a bunch of people who, listen, I'm going to say it again. I don't care who likes it. They have the brain of a dehydrated baby. It's literally like playing with a bunch of kids. It's like watching my granddaughter. I can't take it sometimes. So that's what's happening. And then Mystery Saturday night. Fans, if you're not showing up this Saturday night, again, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're at 50 minutes. I'm definitely keeping it under an hour. I'll ramble. We'll have some fun. But I'm not losing focus. You're going to see a side of me that you don't always see as the character, whether it be dial-up, internet. Everybody's having problems out there. Everybody seems to be having issues. So we go with the flow. We accept people for who they are. So now you're going to see me too, even like this, and let you know more about me and what I'm all about. You see what I read. A match made in heaven. A pro wrestling's guide to, well, basically an idiot's guide to pro wrestling. Captain Lou Albano and Burt Randolph Sugar. I purchased that book. It was written in 1999. I believe I purchased it in 2000 or maybe 99 itself. It's over 20 years old, but yet still relevant to today's business. And then, of course, to those who have paved the way long before us. If you haven't read A Complete Idiot's Guide, well, again, Pro Wrestling, A Complete Idiot's Guide by Burt Randolph Sugar and Captain Lou Albano. Like I said, a match made in heaven. What a read. I bet you I've lent it out. I bet you I've lent it out over 50 times in the time that I've had it. And I've probably read it front to cover at least a dozen times. I've used it as a part of shows before. So, I mean, so this is what you get. Fans, an unbelievable show. We don't know what's going to happen. There's allegedly 6 big matchups. It's a mystery night. Listen, Bill DeMott, Mark Henry. Can I say anything else? Duke the Dumpster Droese. Of course, you have the whole craziness of Alex and Dahlia Jubilee. Where does Davis come in? I mean, what are we watching here? Is this Days of Our Lives or SNL or is this a, I don't know, Taxi Cab Confessions on HBO? I mean, a little racy here. That's what you get on a Saturday Night Live. And then, of course, Duke and Rich. I hope it goes to another match. As a matter of fact, I'm guaranteeing it. Just like I guaranteed a victory over Pinocchio Joe, I'm guaranteeing Dick. I'm guaranteeing Duke. I meant to say Dick. You know, Richard Crane. Dick. Richard. You know, I had an uncle. His real name was Richard, and he preferred to be called Dick. I never got that. And now Rich Masadi, I've heard that he prefers. I heard this from Duke. That's all I'm saying. I heard it from Duke. I heard that you like to be called Dick Masadi. Is that true? I'm just saying. This is my own platform. No one's getting in trouble. Rich Masadi. Dick Masadi. That rhymes. So Duke, L. Duke. Hey, listen, I know. You're an OG kid. You're an original. You're saving lives. Listen, I think you're gonna win. Dick Masadi. I saw his areolas. You know that, right? I don't know if he took that sweater off, but man, I'll tell you. This is what you're gonna get Saturday night, Mystery Night Live. Come on, it doesn't get better. Well, what else do we have going on before I get out of here? I said before an hour. Listen, in honor of Alex and Dahlia and Davis Jubilee, well, Jay's got other things going on. I may break out the feathers myself in honor of that matchup. I don't know who's going to win. I don't care who's going to win. I'm pleading the fifth, but for Alex, Dahlia Jubilee, Davis Jubilee, I'm going to break out the feathers on Saturday night. Mystery Saturday night. I'm going to break out the feathers. Hey, listen, Mark Henry, I'm definitely going to be there. I'm there just about every day for Busted Open Radio. So I couldn't thank David LaGreca and Tommy Dreamer and Bully Ray and Mark Henry, because I literally don't miss that show or catch the replay. And Mark Henry's on there 2 or 3 times a week, and he's even on Saturdays with that guy Ryan McKinney. You need a new host, Mark Henry, on that platform. That's what you need. The Guardian of Chaos, GOC Kirkland Esquire, the Guardian of Chaos, Big Daddy, would be a perfect host, Mark Henry. Instead, what's his name, Ryan McKinnell? Alex McKinney? I don't know what his name is. I mean, he's not bad, but he has another job. What would spread the wealth? Right? Mark, I'm just throwing it out there. I can't wait to see you Saturday. And then, of course, finally, Bill DeMott, Alex and Dahlia, Rich and Dick. I mean, Rich, Dick, and Duke. Listen, that's a very serious matchup. I know I'm laughing here, fans. I'm having a lot of fun. This is the entertainment you get. I'm trying to get up to a certain time limit so I can post this up to Facebook, live to tape, down here in the bunker with the GOC Kirkland Esquire reviewing Night 3, Round 1 of the Single Elimination Tournament. Bracket style. Avi Klein to determine who's going to be the host of the Green Room. You've been following. You've been watching. You've been paying attention. All the other competitors have been watching this. If you don't share it, if you're not watching and staying to the end and putting the time in like I am, then you're missing the boat, because I mention all of you at one time or another. I always give the rub because that's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's why I'll win. And fans, thank you again. Leave a comment. Repost this. Say something. Again, like I always say, retweet it. Like, subscribe, repost. Let's go. Keep the momentum going, because without you, I would never have been watching the show, and now to be a small part of something bigger. It doesn't get any better than that. Let's see, there's a lot of other things that are really going on. We talked about the different challenges that Avi has laid out there. We talked about the different thing that Pete that is involved with, and the different things and different comments through different stars and competitors that have been made. We know there's a lot of things happening in the background, and it's going to get ugly. It's already gotten ugly. It's already crossed the line. We don't know what's going to happen. Avi and Pete, at any moment, at any time, seem to just change the rules for whoever the competitor is. Spin the wheel and make the deal. And I'm not stealing that from the old WCW NWA days, because it's the truth. Because the brackets are always changing. Things are ever changing. The green room's ever changing. Life is ever changing. And that's what's happening in the green room. Everyone has a fair shot. It's a lot of pressure, internal pressure. I laugh at that. That's every day. That's life. And if you can't step up to the plate, none of that means anything. So I'm telling all you fans to stay in touch and to stay tuned. Hit the bell, the notification. You want to know when I'm on. Pay attention to all my social media platforms. And I told you already, you'll get the bell. You'll see what I'm up to. And if you don't want to see what I'm up to, follow me and you'll see what all these other legends and stars and the hottest things that are going, because I follow the hottest trends and what's going on, and stars and legends and people of wisdom that have impact in life. So if you're following me, you're getting quality. Anything I associate my name with, I'm proud of, and it's quality. And it's something that I would be proud to show my family, my mother, my father, anybody involved in my life, my wife, my kids, anybody, right? That's what it's all about. So I'm going to sit back and watch. I'm going to talk to a lot of my different connections. JB, Jay Brony, I can't thank you enough. WWAB family, WWAB podcast, all the fans out there. Yeah, the fellow competitors, because you've made me step up my game. Breathe it in. Let it soak in. Take a look around. Because I'm not going anywhere. It doesn't matter about this tournament. I'm still going to be around. You're still going to have access. If you miss this Saturday night and what's going on this network, with all the stars and legends, wrestling with anything but. It's not about pro wrestling. that much part of it. Kind of like the sphincter of somebody, the competitors and the people that I know in this business and the people that are in this competition. So we're a little over 59 minutes. It's going to be exactly 1 hour. Watch this till the end, because if you didn't, this is what you would get. I don't even need a guest, because I'm the guardian of chaos, and I tell it like it is. And I'll say that to say this. Wait for it. Wait for it, because you know it's coming. Oh, wait. Damn, you look good, Chaos. Because I tell it like it is.